What up, Christmas lights? So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about everything, but I did have one thing that I was going to talk about, and that is how we can, different ways to install lights. And one of the ways we can install lights is through magnets. And yes, we can install magnets, and so that's what I'm going to show you is you can see that lights along the ridge here are all on with magnets. And basically, one of the ways you can do it is you can buy the lights with the magnets. This is just a magnet in here, and you can see that it's a pretty strong magnet. So that's got to be, obviously it's got to be metal. Otherwise, it doesn't do us no good. So you can see that is what happens when we hook up our lights with magnets. And so magnets is a good way to do it. Now, where are some places that we can use magnets? Obviously, we can't use it on the aluminum because it won't stick to the aluminum. So it has to be metal or something along the lines of metal or something with that. The other thing we can use, this is the same stuff we used before. We can make our own cords. We can take our little plug here, stick it into the light, and we can make it our own extension cords and everything along those lines of making our own extension cords. And so we can make our own extension cord, plug it in, and now we have lights. So magnets are a good way to get lights on a lot of different things. I've used them on some, like this here. It had a metal roof, and I was able to just stick them straight up all the way across there. This here was actually for a kid that had died of cancer, and he wanted a heroes thing, and they called and asked us. And so we did some Christmas stuff. This was a Santa Claus right above there. And so that is some things that we did with the Christmas lights. So if y'all have any questions about Christmas lights, ask away. I am having an in-person training coming up in a couple weeks. It will be in Cleveland. Let me see. I think I got. Oh, yeah, I got some pictures here too. It will be at Powerhouse there. If you go to King of Pressure Wash / in-person training, that is where it will be at. You can get more information there. You scroll down, hit sign up. When you hit the sign up, you can do the Christmas lights training. It will be on Saturday, August 29th. It will be that day is the day that I will be doing Christmas lights. The pressure washing will be on Friday. And so that is, if you would like to do both, you can sign up through the Cleveland Pressure Washing, and then you get a little bit of a discount. What all do I go over in my training? That's a great question. I'm glad somebody asked. What do I go over in my Christmas lights training? Let me figure out where my Christmas light stuff is here so I can get back. Why is it doing that for? Well, we'll come back to that. And so let's talk about what is in my Christmas lights training. So, first off, do you need training? No, you can probably go to my online course and figure it out. You can go to YouTube and probably figure it out. But if you want to fast track it and you want to be able to make sure that you are going to be able to get ahead of the curve and be successful at a Christmas light training, this is what you get. So I teach how to, first off, we start in classroom session and we go over everything of how we can do it, how we buy stuff, how we hook stuff up, how we cut our own wires. Then I go over the next thing that is probably more important than any of it, and that is how to get customers. What's the best way to get customers? How can we? How do we quote? How do we? How do you make sure that you get the most money out of it at the end of the day? And so those are the important things. You know, if we don't know those, then that doesn't really help us at the end of the day. So those are the important things. And so Christmas light training is one of those things that it will be at a day. We have a 1-story house, so you'll actually get to see how we install the lights, how to put them up there. everything along those ways. Again, it is August 29th is the Christmas light class. And again, if you go to kingofpressurewashing.com/training, or you can go here and it'll send you there. And I don't know what happened to my green screen, but I'm a green screen and I have a green shirt. And when that happens, this is what happens. Whoops, that's the wrong one. You have a blue shirt instead of a green shirt. So, but you go to christmaslightshelp.com/in-person training, or you can go to kingofpressurewash.com and slash in-person training, and it'll get you to either one of them. But it is a good training. I go over a lot of stuff. We teach everybody how to do it. You learn all the steps. You learn how to be fast. And to become fast, it takes a little bit of technique. And so it is something that the Christmas light training is definitely something that is worth it for it at the end. It is one of those things that the Christmas light training is very good. Hey, Jason at the firehouse just got back from a call. I remember those days. I remember those days. And so, um, but that's about Christmas lights. I'll teach where to get wreaths, how to hang wreaths, how to install wreaths with the hammer drill. How to do it in brick, how to do it in all the kinds of stuff, that. Where do you buy products at? You can buy it from me. You can send me a link or send me an email, and I will. I have a way to get Christmas lights. I'm working on the website as we speak to be able to make it a lot easier, and that website will be christmaslights.io. Christmaslights.io, and I'll have a whole store of Christmas lights there. It's not there yet because I'm still working on it, and everything is a work in progress. So I was hoping to get it done this week. I'm hoping to get it done by next week. I was working on a video. I went up to um, Al's Hydro Wash up in Dayton, Ohio, and I did a deck cleaning staining job with him. And I just started using Final Cut Pro to learn how to do some editing and stuff. And I had about 4 or 5 hours in, and I deleted everything that I had done. So live and learn, and that's not a good way to learn. So that is why you do it. And again, it's about paying people. Sometimes is worth a lot of time. I always teach you either pay somebody to do it or you take a lot of time. And so I let 4 hours, it was 4 or 5 hours gone. But today I got it done. I finally got it done right before this. I literally got it done right before this. I don't know how loud that's going to be in my mic, but there goes Popo. So actually, it goes the the ambulance is going by. So that is definitely something you might want to check out. Like I say, I go in detail of how to do everything. A lot of people always think, it's kind of like the marketing game. The marketing game of, people go and do marketing, and then they get busy, and then they quit doing marketing. And then the next thing they do is they go and don't get any more work. And so pressure washing is the same thing. Pressure washing is a great business 8 months out of the year. But when time starts getting cold, pressure washing doesn't do so well when it gets cold. Nobody wants it, and water is makes good snow when it's cold like that, and you can't pressure wash in the wintertime. So this is something you can do in the wintertime. It is a good wintertime gig, and it will definitely do you. The other question I get asked a lot, and I probably should have named it this, is it too late to start Christmas lights? I think it might be too late to start Christmas lights. I don't think it's too late to start Christmas lights. People won't start really buying Christmas lights until about November. you can start spending a little bit of money on ads right now and that kind of stuff, and you may get some trickles in, but they really don't start buying until about the first November. Really, the two hot weeks is that second and third week of November, or the week of Thanksgiving. That is hot, and buddy, when I mean hot, people are buying left and right, and so that is definitely something you did. When did you email me, Timothy? I don't remember seeing an email from oh, that long of a name. But anyway, so I definitely, this is something that you will want to look at doing. And like I say, I had somebody say, well, is it too late? Honestly, when I first started, and I even had a guy 2 years ago. He started right around the 10th of November, and he still did almost. He was right at $30,000 his first year, and then his second year he was right at $100,000. And so, that is pretty good money at the end of the day. And so that is definitely something to, make sure that you are looking for that. 4 days ago. Sometimes I get a lot of emails, so sometimes I don't always answer the emails, just because I probably should answer more of my emails, but just because I get a lot of emails. 4 days ago, that would have been the 14th. I am not seeing no email from you. No email from you. Nope. No email from you. So I didn't get it unless it went to my junk. But I don't see no emails from you. And I usually don't delete them either. So, um, but I don't see no emails from you. So that is definitely something for you to look out for. Um, Again, this is something that is a good business to get into. It is very profitable. I love Christmas lights. Um, if anybody's got any questions, you can ask away. I'm just hanging out right now. I got on. Um, I want to get on more of, like I say, um, excellent to order some lights. About how long is shipping going to take? I'm going to put this up here. Excited to order some lights. About how long is shipping going to take? I'm waiting to order off the packages you're making. Usually, once we get kind of in the season, I don't even, a lot of places don't have lights yet, just because they're coming in from China. So a lot of, actually this year they're getting them a little bit early. So I will let you know on that. But a lot of times it is China. Usually you don't get lights till about September. So a lot of people won't start ordering lights till September, October. And once you order them, where you are, you're probably 1 day out from, you order them the day, you should get them the next day and all that kind of stuff. An HOA list. So I'm assuming you're wanting an HOA list and how to get them. Um, are you in my? If you're in the membership, I teach how to get all that stuff. Otherwise, I really don't teach it to everybody. Um, but yes, so that, I think Christmas lights are a lot of fun. I love doing them. I'm going to try some new stuff out this year, not just the regular C9 stuff. The one thing I'm going to try, I actually had one guy in my training class this past year in my pressure washing class. He was actually talking about, he does permanent lighting too. And so the permanent lighting is definitely an option, and the permanent lighting is really good if somebody don't want to spend it the other way. So how many yard signs should I start out with? I would probably I would maybe start out with a few out in this October. I wouldn't get too crazy in October, but then in November I would just blast. I would probably go the couple hundred, to be honest. So that's a good question. What's the two best ways, are the best ways to get pressure washing? I'm thinking the 50, and obviously putting money in. Yeah, so AdWords is definitely, and then I would actually buy the 100 because you can buy them cheap enough. You can buy them for $3 a piece. So I would just buy 100 of them and hammer out. And I would do both. But the AdWords is so that is basically the way we got Christmas light business was through AdWords and was through yard signs. The other way we got business was through the HOA list, like Timothy was asking for. But I have not seen that email come through. So, but them are some ways to definitely get some Christmas light business coming. So, and Dan, I'm gonna give you a call because I need your address and stuff, or I'll give you a text. I'm gonna need your address so I can send that stuff out to the people that are coming to it. As of right now, there's a few spots left, so make sure you go sign up. There is still a few spots left, and we'll get you in on some Christmas light training. I like Christmas light training. It's a lot of fun. It is something that can make you lots of money. So when I owned my pressure washing Christmas light business, I did do $1 million. Half of that was through Christmas lights. So Christmas lights is just as and so here, think about this. So we did a $500,000 in Christmas lights and $500,000 in pressure washing. The $500,000 in pressure washing took us 8 months to get. The $500,000 in Christmas lights only took us 4 months to get. So 3 months to put up and 1 month to take down. So just think about how profitable is Christmas lights. Christmas lights is very, very profitable. You are crazy if you do not do Christmas lights. And the only reason why you shouldn't do Christmas lights is if you're a little scared of heights, or if you can't find somebody to get up on the roof. And them are the two things that make Christmas lights scary. But if you're not afraid of getting up on a roof, or you're not afraid of going up on a ladder, I personally was afraid of getting on a roof a lot when I first started. My very first year, I did what I ended up doing. I ended up doing 30 houses, and I only walked on one roof that whole time, and that was really scary for me. I went and bought some cougar poles, and I made it happen. But that was scary. When do you usually take down? So usually, now you're north, and I understand that, and you probably get lake effect snows. Usually we take down in January, but in your case, and I know I had some people up in the other side. He took down in. You might have to take down in February, Marchish, just depending on if you got too much snow and frozen up there. If they're not frozen, then you can get them down before that. My roof is scary. I say I know some roofs are very steep, and I've been on a 48-foot ladder. It's not no fun, but there is ways to get around it. But the 48-foot ladder, you better bring enough people to get that ladder put up because it is heavy, very heavy. And so, definitely, don't hurt yourself on a 48-foot ladder. But I have used it, and it sucks, and it's very heavy. So, but I love Christmas lights. Christmas lights is a lot of fun. Like I say, they're very profitable. You can make a lot of money off of them. They're very profitable. Your first year, two, you might not be as profitable, but after that, it kind of starts snowballing, and then that's when it gets really profitable. You start signing up those 3-year contracts, and you only got to buy the equipment once. Makes it real nice. Real nice. And I go over all that stuff in my in-person training, so definitely go check that out. It'll take you, like I say, it will actually take you to it'll take you to a pressure washing page, but at the bottom, if you hit the sign up button, it will actually take you to where you need to go at. But yeah, so with that being said, if I don't have no more questions, next Thursday night I might be on here. I don't know. I might actually have a live person on here with me. I will be in Cleveland. I'm probably going to go up the day early. I'm thinking about going up a day early, and so that way I can get some film with Mr. Dan. And I actually have a couple other guys in that area, so so that is definitely what I'll do. What do cougar paws look like? They have a big cushion underneath of it, and I don't have any around here with me. Help people, neighbors put up Christmas lights back in Inglewood, Florida, friend's house. Yep, yep. Um, are there ways to clean C9 LED lights? We put them up on early December and went through the normal Utah snow weather. We got lazy this year and finally took them down last month, and the whites have a yellow tint to them, but they still work. Yeah, there's not really no way to clean them. Some of your older ones will get that, and so it is something that it is just that it is something that you can that it isn't going to hurt them at all, and as long as the water didn't penetrate into them and ruin the bulbs, which they shouldn't because the LEDs do last a long time, so you should be fine. And Christmas lights is a hobby, and it is my hobby too. Um, I don't do it anymore, obviously, as the business side, but I do it as the hobby side. And do I have an Instagram? I do have an Instagram. You can look. I actually have two Instagram. My personal is Guyman Family, and then my other one is Pressure Wash Help or Pressure Washing Christmas Lights. And I post both pressure washing and Christmas lights on there. So that I do that. Coaxial LED mini lights. What's your thought? I just use the regular ones, to be honest. Um, I don't, I don't know. My thought here, it just depends on where you're from too. So, like where we are, I would much rather be where there's snow and ice or snow than where we are. We get a lot of rain and we get um, a lot of uh, we just get a lot of rain and ice, and it kills those lights. It gets down in there and it just kills those minis. So the minis is what it is. But yeah, we do. I do the Christmas lights as a hobby. This year, I'll probably be putting some videos up of some pixels with pixel lights with pixels and how to do it. The guy local to me, right down the street, he sets up a big display every year. And last year I helped him set it up, and so again this year I'll probably help him set it up again. And it is a lot of fun just playing with using the pixels and setting the pixel trees up. He's got a big I think it's like 55-foot pixel tree, and so it's huge. He's got like it's an old antenna for a television antenna, and so he got it up there and he puts the lights down, and so it's pretty cool. It's got a big old like it's 10-foot star up on top of it, and it's all pixels, so he can do all the lights and all the crazy stuff. And he's actually got the lights where they point in and out, so you can go up underneath of the you can go into underneath of the Christmas tree and watch it from the inside too. So it's actually pretty cool how he's done it. So it's definitely cool to watch and to do it. Thanks for the advice and thanks for inspiring my family and I to finally put the best kind of lights on our house. Last year, we definitely splurged. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're doing it as a hobby, you might as well go ahead and buy these C9s. Where you can cut it and make it. They'll last 5 years, and so you can put them up, take them down, put them up, take them down, and they're not going to hurt anything. You're not going to break them. They're not going to break. You can slam them on the ground before. I mean, you got to really hit them hard to get them to break. And so, you're going to spend a little bit more at first, but they're going to last a lot longer. And when you take them, as long as you take them down and roll them up right, you'll be able to roll them right back up, slap them right back on the house, and it won't take you no time the next year. And so that is the beauty of this stuff here. So um, that is the beauty of it. Doesn't allow super chats. I don't know why that is. Thanks for the help, man. This channel still doesn't let super chats. I'll have to go in and look in my thing. But again, you can make these. Buy it all. I'm gonna have it all on my website eventually if I can get it up and figure it out. Hopefully, it's not like my Final Cut Pro where I did a whole lot of work and it went all bye bye, because that sucks. So see, stuff happens to me sometimes. Pixel Pixel controllers cost, or Lightorama control computer 16 channel. So it depends on which way you're going to go with it. You can do it like you had there. I look kind of funny with this. I'm gonna with my green shirt on. Pixel controllers can be expensive. The Lightoramas are even more expensive. The Lightoramas are obviously a little bit easy. They're a little bit more friendlier to figure it out, but the Pixel controllers can actually do a little bit more and be cheaper in the end. Lightorama, you're going to pay for it, but if you do it through the controllers and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be cheaper on the other side of it. And a lot of times you can use the regular pixels even for Lightorama. It's just the controllers and that kind of thing. Last year I did one tree. I never did figure out how to get it to work other than put it in test mode and do red, green, and white. And so this year I got to figure that out. And so it was a little bit harder than I wanted it to be, but I will get it figured out this year. One way or another, I will get it figured out. Promise you that. So, um, but yes, I love Christmas lights. I love doing them. Let me know what. Comment down below or comment here. Tell me some things that you want to learn or find out about Christmas lights. Let me know. I'm very interested in it. If I hear something that I can, show a product, I'm going to try to start showing different things, especially since I am going, I'm going to just show different stuff, and that way you can see what it is and how it works and everything. And so if there is anything that you want to look at, want to see, let me know, so that way I will bring it up. But again, go check out christmaslightshelp.com/in-person training. It will take you to, I got stuff all jacked up around here, all jacked up on that. It will take you to the pressure washing page, but there is Christmas lights on it. I promise you. I haven't got my Christmas light page up yet. So I will, right here is the Christmas slide of it. I probably ought to just send them right here instead of that, and I may even do that. So if you go to christmaslightshelp.com, you will bring you here. Or you can go to kingofpressurewash.training dates, and that will get you to. But again, I will have it up, and I'm going to jump off here. I'm supposed to have somebody on here real shortly. So if you want to check out my pressure washing live, I will be on there shortly. I'll see you then.